welcome to Minecraft Platinum. It's a mod pack that I threw together with a collection of some of my favorite mods. Also has Sphax and some shaders enabled. Sphax isn't for everything, but most things in the game. Yeah, the goal of this pack is to create the most insane coffee factory with some crazy farms and machinery, and it's just gonna be a mission. Alright, I suppose we'll get started with falling in a hole, getting some basic tools, and it looks like we're in a forest. Oh, that's perfect. Field nearby with a massive flatland and water. This is perfect. I love this. Okay, let's get the basic tools going, and we will look at what we're gonna do for our first day / night. So my plan is we're going to get this iron, we are going to smelt it perhaps, and find some sheep. Is this the best plan to get the iron? We are about to find out. That's not iron. Oh no. Okay, well that foils my plans. Looks like we are out of luck. Okay, but there is a ravine over there. Let's start heading over to our new home. We are going to remember that there's rubber trees here though, because that's going to be big for getting into Tech Reborn fabric mod without technology, but is not normally playable on Forge. Some very talented mod makers using the Sinatra connector have made it possible for me to use that, so it's going to be really interesting. Is there some iron is the question. Man, this is just scenic. Okay. Thoroughly enjoying the spawn. Literal first world try as well. We also have shaders going. I loved the idea of vibrant visuals from vanilla Minecraft from the update. Shaders, but nothing too extreme. So I forget what the shader's using. Shader that I'm using right now is, but it sort of tries to mimic that. Okay, first bit of iron, hoping for 2. We are as unlucky as they come in terms of iron. Oh boy, look at this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to this. See anything. So careful, I do not have food. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's some iron, and there's a not so friendly fella. Look, I'll be out of your way shortly. No. Oh, sick. Okay, it's got the thing where you can swim with a torch and it won't go out. I love that. There's 2 sheep there. But then there's some sheep over here, so let's head this way. Sugarcane, sick. So the starter plan is to get a small house set up. That is my first goal. Small house, basic amenities, Tinker's construct gear, you know, enough to keep me surviving. And then, once I'm happy with that, I am going to get into my first project, which you will find out about when we have completed the starter house. And carrots. Lovely. Perfect timing. Nice. Okay. This is probably as good a spot as any. Oof. Mistakes were made. This pack is mainly farming based. Farming and technology. I think, to my memory, there is 2 magic mods. So, a little bit different. There's a hint to one of them. A little bit different to what I normally play on. But here we have a forestry hive from the old school days of forestry. You're probably thinking, why is this guy playing with all these old mods on such a new version of Minecraft? And, pretty simple. I think the newer Minecraft mods have fallen off a little. Nothing against them. They're just very vanilla-esque, and vanilla's fantastic. we didn't have vanilla, we wouldn't have modded. But I did enjoy how much old mods changed the game. Really impacted the gameplay, and you could just get so much more enjoyment out of the world. So, with that said, hopefully this world bears very fruitful fruit. And this is enough. Oh, great bed too. Let's get us through our first night. Beauty. Sweet. And we are also going to need a chicken. Okay, so sleep through this night and decide what I'm going to do for my first house. This is perfect. This is perfect. Now with a plan and a coffee, let's sleep through this night when we can and get some stuff going. So, for my main base, we are going to need a lot of glass. A lot of glass. I don't want to dredge up the entire ocean or destroy beaches, so we're going to have to find a way to automate that. But for my starter base, we are going to need some marble. So I'm going to gear up, go find some marble, and in the hunt for marble, we are going to need at least an iron pickaxe. Hey, let's go. That is very easy. We can get about 6 here. That is perfect. Nope, 5. Unlucky. Take some of this. Take some of that. I like mining. It's very therapeutic. It's kind of like shopping to a degree. And shopping's always good. Just pain. Yeah. No iron here, just pain. If I recall, there is some over this way in the river. On it. Ooh. Okay, see, I didn't even think about this. We have old school buildcraft, and with buildcraft comes oil. Yeah, so that's going to be some nice power we can get going. I haven't made a refinery before, surprisingly. There's some ruby. Noted. Noted. But an old school oil refinery from buildcraft can get you going pretty well with quarries and whatnot. And I think we're in desperate need of a quarry. Okay. I have completely forgot where that iron was, so I am just going to start looking for the marble again. Sheep, sheep, I'm a jeep. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Oh. Quarried stone. The fake marble. Fantastic. Marble normally spawns on the, like, in surface caves. It can spawn all the way up to surface and quite far down, but yeah, that's a fantastic sound and not ominous at all. Yeah, you normally find it close to the surface though. Let's get away from whatever that sound is. Seagulls? Mine, mine, mine. Yeah, Matt Moss is kind of essential. It just brings back that old ticket feel of the bird sounds. Hey, look at this one. Lava. Okay, that is very handy. We are gonna need some lava. Hey, buddy. What you stealing? The adventure continues. Let's make the adventure a little faster. Okay, I did say I would get a rubber tree. So, let's grab a couple of these. Make sure we get some saplings. Forestry Limited. You guys thought I was making farms. No. That's just the shell company. What I'm trying to do is deforest this entire world. Clearly. Okay, we'll check this cave, and then we'll go... We'll be like Amazon and ship off. No, nothing. Done. Nice big cave though, and more lava. And we got a big one. Still, no marble. Maybe I'm too low. This world is just scenic. Look, we've got another exact spawn almost. Some pumpkins. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of those. Oh. Something tells me I'm not invited to go in there. Not sure what it is. Okay, let's head our way back home and see if we can't find a closer cave to the base. Slime Island. Very nice. That'll come in handy. Look at this wonky fella. Look at this boy. Look at this man. He's got the jiggles. Go for it. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm not sticking around, but enjoy yourself. Well, we finally found some. After about an hour of running around and almost dying a couple of times to wiggly creepers and skeletons. Looks like we have found a vein, although it may be a very small one. Let us take a better look. Oh no. Hang on. Ah, this is the good stuff. Look at this. Ah, that's nice and juicy. Okay, so we are a little bit away from the base. From here to here. That's about how much exploring I did. So, how do we get this all back? Good question. I think we're gonna need a backpack. But for the time being, let's grab however much we can, and we'll just go from there. Okay, a healthy amount of marble later, and it looks like before we can build our starter base, all we need is just some sand. So, let me sleep this night off, get some sand, and we will put it together. But before I do, I just got to the junk real quick. And for anybody who hasn't seen these before, we're going to use drawers because I foolishly, in all of my not wisdom, decided let's not add any massive storage mods in, like AE2 or refined storage. So we raw dog in it with just simple drawers and chests and iron chests, and we'll see how far that can take us for a cave. But yeah, should be interesting. Let me go and get some sand real quick, get it smelting, and we'll get onto it. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to dredge up any beaches, but look at this one. It just has it coming. This is going to be a breeze. Okay, that should be enough sand to get us started. I did my best not to ruin the beach entirely, but yeah. Comment if you think I absolutely destroyed the beach and should just delete the world and restart again. I think it's not too bad. Well, that's where that was. Might as well grab it. Don't really need it anymore, but you know, it's about... Oh, okay, I need that. It's about sending a message, you know, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this coal. Dun, dun, dun. Who? Tell me. Who? Who? Come here, boy. Now, you're probably thinking, this is probably a good spot for it. What a fantastic spawn you have here. What on earth could you build? There's so many nice buildings you could build. Well, I'm not. I'm going to build a hole in the ground. And yeah, I'm going to build a hole in the ground. Because I'm not the best builder, but that's okay. What are we going to do with the hole in the ground? We're not going to have a roof on it, because I can't build roofs. No matter what I do, I cannot build roofs. I can build everything, but I just can't build roofs. I've tried, and I've tried. I might try again, but it's just going to be a try. That's for sure. So I'm going to try and set up a time lapse for you guys. Not entirely sure how to do that, but I should probably mow the lawns first. So, let me come back once I have mowed the lawns and set up a time lapse. Well, with that all complete, that's the base done. We have a look around. I think it turns out pretty good. We got the front doors. We got a little area for some machines and a skylight. A little storage area. And the main crafting spot with a bed. Yeah, not too fancy, but it's a good starter base, I think. And the next step would be a farm, so I stopped killing every animal on the server. I know what you're thinking. Ah, really cool tech farming mod pack with a lot going on. I bet he's going to come up with something really awesome for the... No, just villager farms. This is the best I could do. It's episode 1. Give me a break. I've got some some big plans for the future. But this is all I've got going right now. Just my seed chest. This is for the outputs, and we've just got a couple of plants going. We got some onions, eggplants, corn, bell pepper, greens, strawberries. Excited about those. These damn crows keep... I'm gonna have... No, oh, okay. There goes my hard-earned. Yeah, I've got a plan for that. We have some carrot seeds, some barley. What's this? Some hemp. We've got some coffee, some flax. This back planter is... Man, get out of here, mate. Not happening. Not happening. This back planter is more for early game materials. So, like, hemp and flax get me string and wool. So it's a nice little early game. Where's this crow gone? Yeah, know your place, buddy. But yeah, and then these first two are just food ones. This was a bit more populated, but it appears I've got some bird issues, so I'll have to sort those out. But yeah, the next step is going to be getting stuff for a Tinker's Smeltery. So mining is going to be the next goal. But we're going to need a couple of things before we can get into that. I'm thinking tools-wise, Tinker's tools, and also I'm going to need a backpack. So that means taking out a few more native animals, i.e. the cows, wherever they are. So yeah, let's get onto that, find some cows, and start sorting out a Tinker's Smeltery. Where would they be? It's going to be a mission. The crow's back. Get over here, you little... See, look at this, man. Give me back my seeds. That's messed up. And farming's an honest life, but not an easy one. Or wherever I see them, they're going down. Oh, what do I see? We need 4 leather. We have 1 cow. I don't think the math adds up. Definitely doesn't add up. Is there a different way to get leather? Bison. Well, when in Rome. Oh, he's mad. He's very mad. Oh my. Oh, still no leather. Well, at least we have some food now. Oh, there's more of them. I don't think it's worth it. Target sighted. Oh, look at that. More marble. We know where to find it. Goal is not to die more than once in the first episode. Shoot. Oh my. Man, the crows are back. I don't see him, but I hear him. It's nothing personal, buddy. One more. Oh, that's huge. Okay, awesome. So this was a good find. We're gonna need this for Tinkers. Get some lava. It's looking a bit funny. That's alright. Hot stuff. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. We ain't messing with them. One has to wonder. One is still wondering. No, he's not. Deserved. Come on, buddy. Hey, let's go. Alright, that should sort us out. Now we only have to go all the way back. Home, sweet home. Any more crows pillaging the farm? Yep. Maybe these seeds just don't like growing. Maybe I'm taking birds out for no reason. Alright, well that's a backpack sorted. And time to get onto this Tinker's Smeltery. Okay, so things I'm going to need for a Tinker's Smeltery is a lot of sand, a lot of clay, a lot of gravel, and that's going to get me some grout to get me started. I'm also going to need lava, which we are well ahead on, and we're going to need to get some coal. So it's going to take me a minute, so I think I will just make a quick montage out of it. now that we're back, let's get on to making a backpack. We are going to need some wool, some string, and leather. Let's see what the farms yield. Has our farm yielded any string? Hemp. Oh, one short. Wait, we have a bone. Let's do this. Hopefully, none of the farming mods interact weirdly with this. Oh, wait, never mind. Look at that timing. Okay, perfect. That should be our 4-string for a backpack. And just like this. Hey, let's go. Backpack down. Open that up. Perfect. And let's de-junk real fast. And get started on the smeltery. We're going to need a few more furnaces. Okay, awesome. And I'll be right back as soon as that's finished smelting. So, now that all of our seared bricks are smelted, we can get started on a smeltery. But before we do, we need to make a mini smeltery before we can make a bigger one. From memory, we are going to need a seared heater. We're going to need some glass. Don't worry about the panes. We're also going to need one of these tables and one of these tables. You don't actually need this, but it'll come in handy later. Going to need a couple of valves. And there's one more thing. Let's see. A seared melter, which needs a seared fuel gauge. So we need one more bit of glass. Let's use up all of our panes. Why not? Like so. And was it that? Yeah. Alrighty. Let's get this going. I just realized an issue with this, but that's okay. We'll come back to it. We put this here for now. Actually, yeah, this is fine. Put our melter on top. One on this side, one on this side. Couple of drains. The issue is, to make a smeltery, we actually need some metal to get going. The issue is, I don't have any metal. I have done next to no mining. Yeah. So we're gonna quickly go and see if we can find some copper. We're gonna need enough to make the smeltery controller. So 4 ingots, and we're also going to need drains, which are 2 ingots per drain. I probably want, let's say 3 drains starting off. So we'll go with that. Let's go get us another pickaxe. And then we will try find some copper real fast. If I remember correctly, there is some copper. Ooh, maybe down here. Let's see how blind I am. Is there copper hut? Yes, perfect. Okay. And it's more than one, even better. Ooh, this may be enough, actually. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's get the smeltery going. While I was waiting, I actually cut down some more trees, because I plan to increase the farm size. And I also had to remove AgriCraft, because it was just growing weeds on everything and killing my plants, and we can't have that. Yeah. I'm not sure what's happening with these crows, though. Can't see any right now, but if they come back, we're going to sort them out real fast. let's get this going. I think we need some coal in here. And if we chuck, let's just chuck 3 in. And maybe also get that smelting away. Should be good. I need a platform for this. Gosh. Let's also get some cobblestone going. Okay, so plan for the smeltery. We've got the farm up there. The base is here. Maybe this little offshoot to the side. Yeah, this is a good spot. So we'll chuck it on a small platform once we get our stone bricks. But let's just say for now, I go and make some bits. Oh, it's heading fast. That's all done. Okay, how do we make this? Just a block. Right? So if we chuck a block in here, and we empty the copper onto it, we should get a smeltery controller. Perfect. We didn't even waste any coal. Awesome. This can just stay here for aesthetical purposes. Yeah. And this copper's done. Well, that stone's kicking away. We are going to need more glass first. We're going to need that lava bucket soon. But not in our hand, that's for sure. Where did my glass go? Backpack? No. Did I leave it in the chisel? I did leave it in the chisel. Okay, so we've got the controller. We also need a way to chuck lava into it, which isn't a gauge. So maybe it is the swan tank. Yeah, so that's going to fuel our smeltery. We probably want 1 basin and 2 casting tables. Sounds good. We're also going to need a couple more faucets. And do we need any other parts? I would like some glass for the side of it so I can see what is in there from a distance. So maybe if we do a couple of gauges. Yeah, it costs the same as a block. We'll do it 3 high for now. Right. So, and then this we can see from a distance, hey, what's in there? Is it finished cooking? Etc. And then the rest of these can just be blocks. Hopefully I'm not shooting myself in the foot with making them all blocks, but we should have some spares. So that'll be good. Okay. Let's get some stairs for it. We're going to need more stairs. That's okay. This can start us off. We want our platform, and we're just going for the biggest size possible, which is a 3 by 3. Yeah, okay. This doesn't look bad. Let's do that. Our said fuel gauges. We're gonna need more cobblestone. More cobblestone. More stone bricks. Right. We want our controller on the front. Don't know if I want it that low yet. No, that's at floor level. We can go 1 higher. Right, so we'll do this. We'll do controller on the front. We'll do seed tank can go at the top because I've got a plan for that later on. And then these bits can go around the sides. And now, let's just do this. Actually looks wicked with Sphax. Okay. Yes, I have made a slider shoe. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Luckily I picked that up. If we make another, let's say, 20 worth. Sand. Route. And we just put this in here. Is that the last of our coal? Sure is. That mining trip is overdue. And we can just build this out. Alright, we have our gauges here. And then let's do the automated one on... Let's do the automated one on this side. And the non-automated ones on the other side. Okay, so the part that I forgot was the sear drains. Super important. I just need one more. Perfect. Alright, so we go 1, 2, 3. And that should be our smeltery controller up and running. Awesome. Nice. And then I will just surround this with some stairs, like so. Look at this piece of kit. Alright. And we want... These are the non-automated ones. With the faucets. And this will be the automated one. And we'll get back into that a little later. Chuck our bucket of lava in there. Right. And there we have it. Our functioning smeltery. Very good. Yeah, the only problem with this is we don't really have anything to smelt. Maybe getting some bronze starting off might be good for me. I'd really like to get some iron tools to go on a mining expedition next. But yeah, this is good to go. That's set up. That's going to be massive in helping us gain resources moving forward. So this is starting to come together. We've got a farm, we've got our base, we've got a smeltery. Yeah, awesome. Alrighty, so let's prepare for a mining adventure. Although before I get into that, I might just try and find some materials to make tools for it. Score. Oh, wiggly creeper. What the? Okay, that's 3, I believe now. Damn, that nearly took me down. I did not even hear him coming. And that's some more tin. Perfect. And another batch. Now all we need is some coal. Right there, apparently. Don't let it be one. Yes. Okay, I thought about getting that coal and iron, but I think we have enough to get ourselves started. So we will be back here to continue our mining spree. But let's go get ourselves geared up, all the tools we need, all the equipment, and we'll be back down here. Right there. Okay, let's sleep through this night, get our gear together, and get back down there. While I gear up, let's talk about some of the stuff that I might need from this mining trip for the purpose of it. So, first and foremost, iron. We are going to need a lot of iron. Iron is probably the most important thing moving forward. But we're also going to need the basics. Tin and copper to get our early machines going. We're also going to want a lot of redstone. And potentially, if we can find some, we're going to need some diamonds as well. And what else do we need from this? I suppose some gems for tools would be great. Kind of like how we have our ruby shovel. I think that's about it. Our main focuses are iron, tin, copper, redstone, diamonds, and of course some coal. If we can find a lava source underground, that'll be huge as well. Especially just getting us started. Okay, that looks like everything we need. So we got ourselves a set of bronze armor, better than nothing, a couple of pickaxes, some shovels, torches, sticks for extra torches, and some food and buckets in case we find lava. Okay, so this should sort us out. We're either going to go until we run out of pickaxes, or we're going to go until our inventory is full. Either way, we are going to get some mining done. All right, mining trip complete. Let's see what we got. So, we definitely achieved our iron. We found a lava source, which is huge, and we got a bunch of goodies. We achieved our copper goal. We have plenty of tin to get us started. We got lucky, found a couple of diamonds. Not quite enough for what I need, but if I want to jump on an early pickaxe, that'll be good. And we may have enough redstone and coal to get us going. So, let us very dangerously right click with the lava. And we'll get started on some basic machines. Because we have a lot of ores, but they're not processed. We can't do anything with them yet. So let's get a semi-automated smelting system going and see what we can do with it. So we are going to need a pulverizer, a redstone furnace. So we're going to need these two machines, which is very simple. We're going to need a few copper, we're going to need a couple of gold, some redstone, and looks like 16 iron, as well as some flint, 17 iron, and some bricks. We have our redstone reception coils. Okay, got our bricks. There's one machine frame, two machine frames. Awesome. So we have a redstone furnace and a pulverizer. I'd also like to semi-automate this. So we are going to need item pipes. Just iron? just iron. Classic. Okay, we got our pulverizer, our redstone furnace, and we're also going to need a couple of chests. Okay, the plan is... Shh, can I put that one back? Nah, we got to power it. We're going to chuck our ores in this chest. Okay, so just main output this way, input this side, auto input, auto output, output that way, and auto. So we may not need this barrel. But what we can do is to make this look a little better. Chuck our barrel up here. Then we can have a chest here as the output. And this will just get us started. What we need are these, which are... Does that just make one? Ooh, that's rough. Alright, awesome. And now with our extractors, we should be able to just lump them on here. Redstone mode ignored. Ignored. Perfect. And all we are missing is power, but that is our fully automated smelting system ready to go. Now, for power, I've got an interesting idea for starting off. It's like a little different to what I normally see or what I normally do. But I want to get into... Let's get rid of these. Peat. Peat! Peat-fired. Peat-powered. This is a source of fuel. Yeah, so peat is a little different. How we make it is with bog or peat bog. You can automate peat bog, but essentially it's just dirt, sand, and water. Now, I don't recall if I have any water left over. Any sand left over. Just heavy. Oh, perfect. So we are on to it. Some dirt, some sand, and some water. So let's go craft us some of this next to the farm. Crafting station. Log and a... Okay, and using a crafting station, we should... I remembered the correct way that this goes. Yes, perfect. We can just drop the buckets in there, take it out, and it is going to remember what we were doing. Alright, so plenty of crafting later. We have a sizable amount of peat bog. Now, we still need a power source. And I think I'm going to do it over here. Yeah, this looks like a good spot for it. So peat bog is a really good early game power source. It's not the best, but that's okay because we have no power at the moment. So some power is better than no power. Let's just start it over here. And do infinite water source. Alright, well I lay all of this out. I am going to do a little time lapse. Right, and that should get us started. So, peat bog. Why have I just ripped the ground up and turned it into this? I will show you very shortly. I just want to wait for one of them to age real quick. And while it's doing that... Let's maybe get two of these. And get some... We have our peat-fired engines, and now we just need a way to move all this power around. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll just go with the energy conduits. Couple of lead. Don't be going through my machines, boy. And let's see. Oh my, 3 leads. Hey, we got our first peat. So, when you put the stuff down next to water, it turns into peat. And you just replace the bog earth, and over time it'll all turn into peat. And the peat is an early game fuel source, similar to like coal or whatnot. Really handy though. Super early game, you don't need anything special for it. If you're low on coal, definitely the way to go. Let's get those. And some leadstone flux ducts. And we may also need a couple of levers. We'll just use the one for now though. Right, so we are going to attach. You can stay there, actually. Yep, sure can. I'm just going to push you more to the corner, though. You in the corner? Yeah, let's go. Let's go like this. Yeah, so we're just going to chuck our peat in there. We're going to switch it on, and that is going to maybe not generate any power. Because it's not connected. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Hey, there we go. And then, if we have any ores that need processing, like a copper for instance, we drop it in there. Should get pulled into our pulverizer. Ah, the sound of progress. Like it. That'll get munched up, turn into copper dust, and then it'll get put into our ores chest. Yeah, so it's a really nice early game form of power. Looks a little weird with the cable at the moment. I wonder if I can... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And I think that should be most of the stuff we have sorted for all of our goals. So, I am just going to quickly polish up the base a little.